Hello, in this review, we're going to review some Kaslight lights we got off Amazon. I think they're like $68 for a set of 4. They work with both high and low beam. On low beam, half the lights work. On high beam, all of the lights work. This is what the light looks like. Basically, it's got the same connector as our Prevost. One thing I did notice is plugging it into the Prevost like the other lights go in, it doesn't work. So they do send you a cable that plugs in here, and it lets you change the polarity on these. And I will go ahead and show you on one of the lights. On the low beams, you do have to switch the polarity. On the high beam, the 2-pin, we didn't. We plugged it in upside down and it seemed to work. We'll go ahead and show you the pin out we had to use. Basically, these come apart. When these come apart, you know, you got the same 3-pin as the 3-pin that come out of our old one. We have to use this adapter, and as you can see right here, the way it faces, we put black on in reverse in a Prevost, or in this Prevost we put black to the right, yellow to the left, and we put the red on the bottom. And then once you have it wired like that, then you put it in here, and then the goal is to hopefully tuck all this in there. We don't really have that much room, so we may have to get creative here. We may have to like try to get behind this bezel somehow, because there's not really much room back there, but we'll try to pack it in there and make it work. But when they do turn on, and here is with the high beam, it's just a 2-pin. As you can see, the pin's exposed at top, and then the other 2 pins just plug in the side. That one is a direct plug-in, and on high beam it does work. And here you can see the different rows of lights. This will be high beam, so all 4 rows. There's 2, 4, 5. So there's 15 lights. You get 1 or 2 rows on the low beam. On the low beam, I think you get 1 or 2 rows, and then on high beam, the other 3 rows come on. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we will put these lights in, and we'll show you the difference between the old halogen Sylvania light, sealed light, and then we'll side by side with these with the lights off and show you a difference. Here's the lights side by side. I mean, without question, the LEDs obviously are a no-brainer. I don't know the longevity of them, but as far as an upgrade, it's crazy. We'll get inside the RV and we'll try to film out and let you see the difference between the two from the driver's seat. Sitting in the driver's seat, it's almost like the right side lights, which are still the old sealed beam lights, halogens. It's like they're not even on. I mean, it's the left sides by themselves are better than just the old halogens, 2 sets of them. And it's just amazing what you're getting. And that's on high beam, and that's low beam. Even still low beam, I mean, you can see it a little bit over there, but it's just crazy the difference you have with the halogens. We may want to adjust them up just a tad, but other than that, it's crazy the difference. We'll go outside and show you the low beams as well with just 2 lights, but the difference is just crazy different. Again, you can see on low beam, one of the lights LEDs doesn't come on, the same as the halogen. Again, the LED is on the right, actually left driver's side. Facing it now would be on our right. You can just see that the top, it's actually only 1 row of lights are on, and it's not even any comparison. You can't even hardly look at the LED, but you can. The other one looks like it's an old candle about ready to go out. Big difference, huge upgrade. We'll just have to see how the longevity of them are and how the quality. But as far as I'm concerned, I've got a set of halogens on. I'm going to take as spares, but these are well worth the money. Originally, This video is just to show you the difference between the LEDs and the halogens, but I thought I'd go ahead and show those that have never done this before, which this is my first time as well, but this is so easy to change these lights out. Basically, you've got a bezel on and on like this. There's 2 screws here, Allen head, 2 over here. I just use a little small screw gun, back them out. Once you get them out, they'll be able to, the light will be in there like that with this bezel on there. There'll be 2 screws here, be 2 screws on the bottom. You just zip those out. The light, you'll pull it out just a little bit. You want to take your hand and put it on the plug back here, the receptacle, and pull it off just to make sure you don't damage your wiring. And that's basically, we'll go ahead and walk through the other one here. Actually, it's missing the screw, so it's only got 3 in it. Get those 3, actually 4 screws out. The bezel just comes off. Again, just take that out right there. Undo the socket on the back, and basically it's the same way going in. Okay, to install these, we're going to start with the low beam side. Again, the low beam will be 3 wires. Basically, when you're on low beam, you'll have the top row of lights. On high beam, all 3 rows of lights, with a total of 15. When I install these, I've been putting the cord at the bottom. I'm just being consistent. I'm not sure which way is the best. I'll just readjust the headlights if that's wrong. We'll take them out and flip them over. On the low beam side, like I said, it's got a 3 plug and it'll plug in here, but on the other side we found that pin configuration, wire configuration didn't work. So they send you a pigtail. You just plug the pigtail in. Make sure you want to put yellow to yellow here. Put black over here, and then we put red on the bottom. And then we'll go in before we do anything else, we'll go in the bus and we'll turn the low beams on, then we'll turn the brights on and make sure it works. So as you can see, actually it's 1 row and then 1 light. You see this bottom row and then there's 1 light in the center. So now we have our low beams on. It'll be like that. That's how we're going to mount them. Then we'll go back in the bus and we'll hit our high beam. As you can see now, we've got all 3 rows lit up, so now we know our low and high beam works. Next, we'll show you how to put the lights back in, put the bezels on, and we'll show you how to install the high beam. Go ahead and get it lined up, put your bezel on, take your little screw, they're Phillips head, they're self-tapping screws, so I'd like to just start in 1 corner up here, get it on your drill, go ahead and get in the hole. Just easily go in there, they're self-tapping, so you shouldn't be away as long as you get the point in the hole to cross thread. I get the top one started on 1 end, and then I get the opposite on the bottom. And get in there. I don't want to go in there tight. You just want to, if you're using this, be careful. Don't strip out the bolt or your bezel. Just run it in until it starts impacting, and the metal basically, when the screw head metal touches the bezel and the holder, and the holder touches the bezel, I mean, that's good enough. Alright, so we got those in there, we got it square now. And then get the other ones in there. Again, don't over tighten them. If you're not comfortable with that, get a hand screwdriver and put them in by hand. Okay, now the high beam. The high beam is just 2 wires, it's a black and a white. Your side, your voltage, your electricity is only going to come through the side ones. Basically what you can do is go in here and I put it upside down like that on the other side. Basically the pin is sticking out the top. If you go right there, there's an opening up there. Just go in there like that. And that's pretty much, it may be designed, it can go the other way, so we're going to go in there and turn our lights on again and make sure they do work. We get all the lights. We're going to get, we know the low beam and high beam work on the outside one. We're just going to turn them on high beam and just make sure all the lights on this one are on. And we should be good. Alright, now we got lights on and we've got, these are on high, we've got everything, both sides, and it's so bright. I see stars every time I look at them. So we're going to turn these back on. We'll go ahead and show you how to mount it back in there, and we'll put the cover back on. And that's pretty much it. This is going to be your side to side, left or right, same on both sides. So if you get them in there and you need to adjust them, it's going to be easy to come in here and do it later with a screwdriver. Just wait till you get on the flat surface and probably get somebody to help you. One person sitting in the bus and one out here adjusting. Probably want to wear sunglasses because these lights will actually probably blind you if you look at them for long enough. So we'll get this put back in. These you want to probably start with your hand because they're not self-tapping, they are threaded. Make sure you get them in there. Or if you do use a drill, make sure there's no resistance because they will cross thread. Again, I like to get one side there and go ahead and get the other side started. And if you start having some resistance with the screw, then you probably want to get a hand screwdriver because you don't want to wall out the head on the bolt. There you have it. We've got both sets of headlights on. We'll go ahead and do one more shot to show you with both of these headlights that just how bright they are. Plug and play in all cases. They do send you a pigtail to where you can cross the wires and get it to work. Hopefully what I showed you will work on your bus. If not, just try the pins out because the first time I did it, I had to try about three or four different configurations to get it to work. But what we have here, again, is Kaslight LEDs. I think they're about $68 or so. And it comes with a set of 4 and everything you do need to get them to work. If you do like the video, if it helps you out, we're going to put the links to the lights. Please consider clicking on the link and purchasing them through the link because we do get a commission and it helps us make these videos. It helps us go racing. It helps us do everything that we do and try to bring to you to help you. Thanks for watching.